Hello, lovely people. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing great from wherever you're watching me from. Today, we are going to be looking at common doctors and specialists here in Germany. What do you do when you are sick here in Germany? Some people get confused, do not know how to go about this. So let's go to this video to look into what you need. Who are the doctors? What do they do? How do you visit them? How do you make appointment? How long does it take? And what do you expect when you visit these doctors? Now, before we go into that, I want to thank everyone who is part of my journey here on YouTube. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing. And if you've not subscribed, if you love what I do, please do well to do the needful. Now, the common doctor that we have here in Germany is called house doctor. This doctor is a doctor where you get once you come into this country and you need checkup. This doctor is mainly always doing these small illnesses checkup. If you want to get a sick leave, if you need to do your blood sample analysis, if you need to be vaccinated, these are all the things that your heart doctor can do for you. People always get this heart doctor when they are sick. Some also already have one and go to them when they feel sick. Now, let's look at the doctors that we have here in Germany. What do they do and how do they get to them? Now, these doctors that I'm going to mention to you now are the doctors that you don't need to be referred to by your heart doctor, because most times the heart doctors are the ones making referral. They refer you to some doctors when they analyze you and find out that there's something special that needs to be looked into by a specialist in that area that they expect you to be checked, and then they refer you to. But these doctors I'm mentioning to you now, you can just go to them. You don't need to be referred to by any doctor to go to them. The first is your pediatrician. This is a child doctor. Every child who is giving birth to here in Germany is immediately registered by to a pediatrician who always check the child up, immunize the child, and take good care of this child medically. So you do not need anybody to refer you to a child doctor. You just do this on your own once you give birth. Most times, the hospital where you give birth to help you to make this appointment in case there's need for that. Now, the another doctor that you don't need to be referred to most times is your ears, nose, and throat doctor, the ENT doctor. Okay, these doctors check your ears, you check your nose, and they check your throat, because these parts are related to each other in case there's issues. Okay, but sometimes too, for in case of children, their child doctors will refer you to go to these doctors because these are still children. Now we have women doctor. This is a called a gynecologist medically. Okay, don't need anybody to refer you to. Once you are in this country as a woman, as a lady, you need to be checked up. You need to get yourself registered in a gynecologist of your choice. Okay, that will give you regular checkups as a woman. Another doctor that you don't need anybody to refer you to visit is a skin doctor. It checks up your skin, the dermatologist. Okay, another one is an orthopedist. Okay, sometimes you need a termine from your house doctor when you go and give a complaint that there's something wrong with you or your feet, you have any issues in any part of your body. The doctor has to look at you and give you a document to say that he or she is referring you to visit an orthopedist. This will help fasten the process and give you a termine as quick as possible. Now, a son as it is the tick doctor, don't need an appointment, don't need anybody to refer you to, sorry, to visit the tick doctor. Once you come into this country, you're supposed to get one for yourself, for your family, and for your kids. This doctor will regularly check your teeth 6 months and 1 year in case you need it. Okay, then the next is an eye doctor. You make an appointment yourself once you think you need to be inspected or examined by an eye doctor. Don't need anybody to refer you to, don't need a house doctor, except to go to a house doctor and he or she thinks there's need for this, then he or she can refer you. Now let's go over to doctors that you need referral. You need to be referred to by your heart doctor or by any other doctor to visit. These are specialists. Don't go to them when you want to. You must call them and say that some doctor is referring you to them, so they make an appointment and know that this is a serious issue. Now, the first is a cardiologist for your heart. You must be referred to by your heart doctor most times to show that this needs to be checked out. Your heart needs to be checked out. Okay, then a radiologist, a neurologist, a psychologist, and then a physiotherapist. These doctors are specialists. People go to them mostly when they have issues that their heart doctor or another doctor has referred them to go to. Another doctor is the mammalogist. Okay, people that check out your breast as a woman and all these things. Okay, so you need to be referred to. Now note that there are public and private insured doctors. You don't go to a public insured doctor as a private, okay, because this may cost you. Don't go to a private insured doctor as a private person, because it's going to be really costing you money. Okay, this depending on your health insurance. Okay, if you're publicly insured and you go to private insured, you have to pay for it, and it can't be costly. This is what I meant to say. Now, how to make an appointment through your health insurance log. Okay, you can also Google for doctors and call them up. Most times you go to Google and ask for doctors of this category near you. They will show you ones that are near you, and then you can make an appointment. Okay, now what happens when you visit a doctor? Okay, the first is that even when you call on phone, you will be asked your name, your date of birth. Okay, so they can be able to find you in the system, and you also need to give them your insurance card. Now, in case there's an emergency, you need to call up for a medical emergency. The number is 112 here in Germany. This number also stands for the Feuerwehr Auto, people who are fire service. This 112 stands for medical emergency here in Germany. Now, if you are supposed to provide a sick leave, which you go to your hospital for one, you need to go to your hospital, like I said earlier on, when you want to get a sick leave. Maybe you were sick, you provide a sick letter to your employee 3 days after you're sick, and then on the 4th day, if you woke up sick in the morning, what do you do as an employee? You contact your employee through call. You call your doctor early in the morning if you are registered there, and then you ask to see a doctor, maybe with an appointment if you're there, and you get 3 papers. These papers that you get, one is for your employee, one goes to your insurance company, and one is for yourself. Just took you through the process of getting a sick leave here in Germany. Okay, now how much does it cost to visit a doctor? Your health insurance pays most times half, and then your employee pays half from your salary. So at the moment you think it is free, but this is the way it goes. And after every 3 years, there are doctors that you should visit. Okay, most people do this every yearly for checkups. Some people, due to their age, for instance, if you are a 35-year-old and above, you need consultation, you need blood analysis, you need urine analysis, you need physical analysis, you need vaccination and checkup. Okay, this mostly, if you're a woman, you need to go to a gynecologist for checkup yearly. And as a man who is 35 years and above, okay, a man also needs most times to go for urology checkup. Women also go for mammography. Okay, these are all of the things that are done here in Germany, all about doctors and how they work. Now, if you go to this appointment and you get a letter or a document or a receipt to get a medicine, how do you go about it? You go to the pharmacy with this prescription showing that the doctor has asked that you get this medication. If these medications are written in red, maybe they are antibiotics, you may not pay, or you may pay little, and if they are not, you have to pay whatever the amount states, and then you get this medication. People don't just go, and then most times don't go and ask for medications without prescriptions, except in case of syrups, creams, and ointments that are not really medically ascertained, that you have to get a referral from a doctor. This is all that I have for you concerning how doctors work here in Germany. What are the times that you need to be referred to by a doctor to visit another doctor? What are the requirements? How do you visit? Okay, I hope that you got something from this video. If you did, please do well to subscribe. If you loved this video, give it a thumbs up and turn on your bell notification to be aware whenever I post my next coming video on Germany updates. Until then, I see you in my next video. Take care. I love you. Bye.